Hello and welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name's Chelsea, and if you're new around here, we like to do beauty and lifestyle on this channel. If that's something that you like, then please hit subscribe, and if you're already subscribed, then please click on the little bell and you'll be notified of every time they upload. So today we have got a full face of e.l.f. cosmetics. So I've got foundation, concealer, liquid bronzer, liquid blush, some of the mini eyeshadow things, setting spray, primer, the new primer, lip oil, brow lamination, powder. Haven't got the pressed powder because I don't feel like I'm going to use that, so I've just got the loose powder. The only thing that I haven't got is a lip liner, which is quite annoying actually, because I do really want to get some of their lip liners because I've heard that they're really good. I haven't got any powder, blush or bronzers, and I don't know if they do powder, blush or bronzers. I can't quite remember. So let me know if you know that e.l.f. do powder, blush and bronzers. But yeah, that's it, to be fair. Oh, and an actual eyebrow pencil. I've just got the gel. But everything else I've got, so basically a full face. And if you want to see me create a full face of e.l.f. cosmetics, then please stay tuned. I look a bit raggedy today, I can't lie. I look really tired. I don't know why my eyes are bloodshot. I think because I've just done my lashes. But yeah, we're just going to move anyway. So, first things first, I'm going to use the e.l.f. Brow Laminating Gel. So I actually use this all the time, to be fair. And it comes out like that white consistency. So I'm just going to really run that through my brows, really coating it back and forth. I don't know why my lighting looks different today. I'm looking at it in the viewfinder and it looks different, but hopefully it's not a bad difference. Okay, well, so once you've coated your brow with that, you just screw that back on and then you just take the lid off, and then you've got this dual-ended brush, so one like the little comb and then the brush, and then I just use the brush side just to push those hairs down. I do actually really like this product. I just don't think it's not as long lasting as say like my Pink Honey, but it is it's probably the best drugstore one that I've actually got. And then I just use a comb side just to go around the tops of my brows just to shape them, yeah, like so. And then I just use my fingers to press down again. So that's brows done. I haven't got a brow pencil, so I'm just going to use that real quick. So first things first, well second actually, I'm going to use the e.l.f. Power Grip Matte Primer. And this just reminds me of old school e.l.f., like this black, plain black packaging. But I've been using this for a little bit, and it's got a really weird formula. So it's like a gloopy glue-like texture, and it is very sticky. Look at that. So it reminds me of like a pore filling texture as well. Does that make sense? So I'm just applying that all over my face. Yeah, very sticky and tacky, but in a good way. So now that we're all primed, I'm going to now go in with the Soft Glam Satin Foundation. This is in the shade Medium Neutral. Now I actually bought this ages ago, but for some reason I've never actually used it. I've heard such mixed reviews on it. Some people saying that they really like it. Some people said that it doesn't last well, but I'm going to finally put it to the test. I like the packaging as well. I like being able to just do that. Hopefully it matches me. So it says it's medium buildable coverage and long lasting with a 1% hydrating hibiscus complex. Hibiscus? I think that being matched okay, to be fair, yeah. And I'm just using my Peach and Cream PC08 brush, my favourite ever foundation brush. I need to get some of the e.l.f. brushes. I've heard that they're really good as well. That's actually got really nice coverage. That's actually got really nice coverage. It's covered everything up. I like that shade as well. Yeah, it feels really lightweight, but it also felt a little bit thick at first applying it. But now that I blended it in, it feels quite lightweight. It's got really nice coverage, and yeah, I like that. So it just, the main test now is to see how well it lasts on my skin. Now we've got one of the bronzers and contour sticks. So I've not used this before, and this is in the shade Medium, but I've heard that these are very pigmented. This is what the doe foot applicator looks like, and I'm just going to just do 2 dots for now, I think. Right, let's try this. So to blend that out, I'm just going to use a Peach and Cream PC21 brush. So yeah, so it's a bronzer and a contour, so it seems like quite a warm shade, but that blends out quite easy, and it has added a lot of depth and warmth to my face. I'm looking orange. I may have over bronzed. I look like I've got loads of fake tan on. I brought one of the new Camo Liquid blushes. Now I have tried this formula before, I've got a couple of shades, but I believe this is a new one and it's the Bold Face Lilac shade. Now I thought this looked absolutely beautiful, so I just had to buy it, and these are like cheap as chips. So I'm going to go ahead and just put a few dots on my face, a little bit on my nose. To blend that in, I'm using the Made by Mitchell MF4 brush. This is a really cute, really cute spring blush. That does look really cute. Now I'm going to go in with the e.l.f. Hydrating Camo Concealer. Now I brought a new one of these the other day because I used to love this concealer, and my old ones were definitely expired, or I think I had about 3 of them for some reason, just all different shades. So this is in the shade, what shade is this? I think it was beige, because I like to have a concealer that's not too bright, especially for like day to day. I don't mind a little bit bright and dry, but when I conceal other places, I don't like it to be too bright. So I like to have something that's just close to my foundation shade, but maybe a shade lighter. That does look quite light actually. I was expecting it to be, that doesn't quite look, I don't know. But yeah, I used to really like this concealer, so I thought I would get it again. And I'm just going to use a P. Louise F4 brush. I haven't used this concealer in years, like this formula. But it's just really nice, creamy. It's got good coverage. And it's not too drying. And again, I think it's like £6 or something. This one's really yellow. I should have actually swatched this in store. Look on a sponge. I feel like though I may have lost a little bit of that blush because of the concealer. So I am going to do another blob. This is when I go a bit too blush heavy, but oh yeah, I've definitely gone a bit blush heavy. I'll blend that on my sponge in a minute. I'll blend in between. If you ever feel like you've gone a bit too heavy-handed with any of the other cream products, then I just take my foundation brush with whatever's left on it and I just pat over it, and it kind of just helps blend it all in. So just before I powder, I'm going to go in with the Power Grip Dewy Setting Spray because this will help melt those creams in a bit more. The spray was actually in my Shop My Stash video that I filmed back in January now. I've not done a new one since, so I think I am going to film another one after this because I'm due and I'm desperate to play with some new things in my collection. So keep your eyes peeled because that will be up soon. Now I'm going to use the e.l.f. Halo Glow Setting Powder. I have not used this bad boy for ages, and this is kind of giving me like Shop My Stash vibes for this video as well, because some of these products I've not used in so long, or I've had in my collection and yeah, just not used. So this is what it looks like, and you can twist. I like the packaging on this. I'm just going to take my trusty Trigwell Cosmetics powder, tap out the excess on my hand, and then rub that into my skin. I can't remember how I used to feel about this powder. I'm pretty sure I used to like it. I don't know if I do like it actually, not with this concealer. My under eyes are looking quite cakey and dry, which is weird because obviously this is the same brand. So you think that the concealer would go well with the powder, but my under eyes are not saying that at all. It's not horrific, but it's not the best. They are looking quite dry. But then that could be with the foundation actually, I don't know, because I've not used this foundation before. Well, everywhere else that's fine, it's just my under eyes. But hey ho, that's that. If I perhaps use a bit more of this, because it's such a fine mist, I feel like I've got to spray a lot of it. Okay, so they're the skin products that I've got. I am going to quickly just use a bronzer and blush it off camera. I feel like I have lost that blush a little bit more, to be honest. It doesn't really peep up once I've powdered, even though I put it over the top of a concealer. but once I've powdered it, the colour's there a little bit, and I felt like I put quite a bit on, but it's kind of lost a little bit in that, so yeah, I'd have to definitely put powder over the top. I don't actually have a powder blush from e.l.f, so I'm going to have to use a different one, so I will be right back. I know I look crazy because I just added some eyeshadow base on, but let's just roll with it. I was going to use concealer, and then I kind of forgot and just went in with eyeshadow base. And it's not often I do my skin before my eyes, but we're just going to do like a neutrally light look. So I don't know if they still sell this, but they usually sell these mini palettes still. But I got this little e.l.f. bite-sized palette, and I used to love these palettes. These palettes are so pigmented, and I believe they were like £3-4. But this is the Mint Melt Menthy Glassy. Oh, chocolate mint. It's chocolate mint. But I'm just going to go in with this neutrally brown shade, if I can get it open. And I'm just going to wish wash this like in my crease. I'm just really buffing that in with the Morphe M533 brush. It's got quite a cool toned element to it, to be fair, actually, which ties in well with like the baby doll lilac-y pink blush. And I'm just going to run a little bit on the under eye as well. Okay, so now I'm just going to take the darker shade on just like a little bullet brush, and I'm just going to deepen up this little outer edge bit, not too much, but just so it creates a little bit of depth. Like this eye look hasn't taken me 2.5 minutes. And back into that original shade. I remember when these were so popular. Everyone was getting these little bite-sized palettes. Okay, so now we've got... I've actually picked up 4 of the glitter shadows. So let's give them all a swatch. And they look absolutely beautiful. I have swatched them before, but I've not actually used them yet. So I could probably use 2 on the eye. I'm thinking I might use 2, maybe 3. They're like glitter toppers, to be honest. So they don't hold a lot of pigment. A little bit, so you can really see. So we've got Filthy Rich, White Hot, Straight Fire, which is like a little bit duo creamy, and then Champagne Showers. That's them 4 there. I think I might go with Straight Fire because look, in the pan, I don't know if you can really tell, it's looking duo cream. And oh, that looks stunning. That looks so nice. Wait. Can you see that? Oh, that does look really nice. It doesn't show up as much as like other shadows, but as like my Jordana Tisha Twinkle Topper, but it's a nice one. And then I think I might go in with Champagne Showers. Maybe just on this inner part of my eye. I just looks so nice and glittery. Love it. Can I fit a bit of White Heart? Let's put this in the inner corner. So White Heart, just sprayed a bit of a bullet brush. It picks up on the brush. Oh yeah. Oh, that looks like liquid diamond. And let's put this up here. I love the look of that. Okay, we're going to have to do the other one as well. So now let me also do, so this one is Filthy Rich. And I'll just put Filthy Rich over in this end. Oh, I love. You need a close-up. So now let me just turn this down. Let me just put my flash on maybe. This will help. Look how glittery they look. You can literally see how glittery they are. They look stunning. And I love glittery eyes. Like, I think that's my favourite thing to do, like a neutral eye, but glittery, like pure glitter. Just love like glitter reflex and eyes, especially when you go out and like each glitter just hits the light differently. It's my favourite. So that is the eyes done. I'm not going to do anything else other than that. This powder, I realise I don't actually like this powder because I feel like I'm greasy already. Feels like, it looks like I've been wearing this makeup for about 6 hours, and realistically it's been on for like half an hour. So I've gone ahead and lined my lips. I'm now going to use the Glow Reviver lip oil, the glimmer ones, and this is in the shade Princess Cut, and it is such a beautiful shade. It just looks so glittery. Look at that. That looks so, so cute. Yeah, love that. So, I'm looking like a glowy mess right now. Is it the foundation or is it the powder? Because it's only really my bit really, really powder over my concealer that's coming through like mega oily. But I might have to trial the foundation separately and see if I actually do rate it. So far so good. So that is the completed e.l.f. makeup look. And I'm here for it. All in all, I love e.l.f. as a brand. It's just such affordable products and you get really, really good quality most of the time. So out of everything that I use, I love these glitter eyeshadows. Definitely going to be using them a lot more. They are beautiful. I've always loved the bite-sized palettes. I've got quite a few of them. The Power Grip Matte Primer is probably one of my favourite primers at the moment. I quite like this foundation, I just don't know how it's going to wear. Obviously my face is getting a little bit oily now, but I don't know if that's because of the powder or the foundation, but I'm going to trial it. Always love the concealer, the Hydrating Camo Concealer. The lip oils, again a favourite. The brow laminator is something that I use daily, it's always in my everyday drawer. I really liked the contour and I love the e.l.f. blushes, but I feel like this colour did lose itself a bit once I've powdered and things. I did top it with a powder blush, but I've got a lot of like pigmented blushes that I don't actually need to powder on top, but this one I definitely do, this shade anyway. And then the Halo Glow setting powder, this has just confirmed that I don't like this powder. It's, I suppose the Halo Glow, it's meant to give a glow, yeah. I used to like it. I swear I used to like it, but no, it just doesn't work well for my skin. I'm too oily for that. So someone with dry skin would probably appreciate it a lot more. Although it did cling a little bit to my dry patches under my under eyes. So that's the only thing. And then we've got the Power Grip Dewy Setting Spray. I suppose this also makes it a bit dewy, so yeah, but I was thinking maybe with the Power Grip Matte Primer, it would have helped a little bit, but obviously not. So that's the end of this makeup look. Let me know down below what you thought and what's your favourite e.l.f. product. And if you have any more video recommendations for me for doing full faces or anything else that you want to see on my channel. But yeah, other than that, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please make sure you give it a big thumbs up. Don't forget to hit subscribe and hopefully I shall see you in my next one. Thank you so much. Bye.